Hi everybody, it's Grant again from Durban South Snake Rescue. I'm going to show you a puff adder. Okay, this is the fastest striking snake in the world. So we're usually pretty careful when we open them up because they do have a bad habit of going at us. They can also strike about 2/3 of their own body length. They've got I reckon about the second longest fangs of any snakes in the world. So there we go, there's a puff adder. You can see everything's moving super fast today, even the old puffies. Okay, we'll just get it to calm down a bit. Yeah, look how quick it's moving. Puffies don't usually move around. Usually they usually caterpillar. Okay, so caterpillar means it's got a caterpillar movement. Okay, and this one's, there we go, you can see it now, it's doing more of a caterpillar movement. Okay, these are also highly venomous. These are also cytotoxic venom. There is anti-venom for them, polyvalent. Okay, don't let the snake fool you. It might be slow, but it is the fastest striking snake in the world. And you can see it's actually in the striking S at the moment. This one has been bred in captivity, so that's why we keep it. It's a display animal. And we also compare it to the common rhombic night adder. They grow to about 1 meter to 1.2 meters long. This one's pretty small. It's about 50-60 centimeters, if that. It's about 1.5 years old. And yeah, he's actually pretty cool. We have some footage of him striking a rat, and we slowed the footage down to a frame per second, and it was like super well, we had to slow it down even more to catch the strike. So no, there we go, sorry, there's a vehicle driving past. So anyways, yeah, we're just taking this one out for a little bit of a walk. He basically lives in his cage, hides in his hide the whole day. We hardly ever see him. He's a very pretty snake. So guys in Durban, I just want to tell you something. These you do not really find around Durban, and if you do, it's usually an import. All our grasslands and stuff around Durban, I'm talking the Durban area within 5 to 6 kilometers of the coast, have been destroyed. So the likelihood of actually finding a puff adder is not very good. But as you move further up, Cavanagh, Shongweni, those areas, Upper Highway, that's where you start finding them again. But also very few and far between, because people mainly kill them. They don't like them. This is responsible for 95% of all bites in Africa, because they're lazy, and you saw it will just lie there in the sun and it doesn't move. You step on it, bang, and it bites you. It's got hinged fangs like you saw with Oreo. It's also from the pit viper family, and you can see very big head, very large venom glands on the sides. It's actually quite nice because this one sits quite still, so we can actually show you. So on the side of its head where I'm pointing at the moment, where the 2 stripes are, those are its venom glands, and it's got hinged fangs. And these fangs at the moment, I would reckon, are about 1.5 centimeters long. And I can tell you something, about 30 seconds to 40 seconds on a rat and it's stone dead. So it's cytotoxic, which actually means it attacks your blood cells, makes you go frot. Usually what will happen, they will administer anti-venom, and the affected area will usually need a skin graft or lancing to release the pressure because you swell up so much after the bite. So anyways, this is our puff adder. When we get a night adder in, we'll film one for you guys, a rhombic night adder, but you can actually look that up on any of the snake groups and you will find the rhombic night adder. So this is a puff adder because a lot of people in Durban, they call me out for a puff adder and it ends up being a rhombic night adder. I'm trying to actually get it to hiss a little bit, but it doesn't want to. This one's actually pretty calm. So yeah, so there we go. So all the rubbish that you hear about them being able to only strike backwards is a load of nonsense. They can strike forward at a hell of a rate of knots. They can strike backwards, they can strike sideways. they're pretty accurate at what they're striking at. So sorry, I'm just trying to get it to puff. Maybe it'll puff for us. So what will happen is this will be lying in the long grass and some leaf litter. You can see how beautiful the camouflage is. And they don't move. And you come hiking along or walking along, chatting to your mates, and you step on this. And what's its reaction? It's exactly if I come and step on you, you're going to fight me off, and what does it do? It bites you. It doesn't do it out of hatred or remorse or anything like that. It just does it. It's a reaction that it has. So puff adders are spread throughout Africa. It's actually one of the most common species in Africa, although they are starting to get less and less again. Farming, overpopulation, also being hunted, and then also the guys are taking them, and you know, the guys from overseas are getting people to hunt them here and post them overseas to them, which is very sad. These actually make up a good part of our ecology. They eat a lot of rats, a lot of mice. They're very, very, very pretty snakes. I mean, you can see here when I'm stroking it, it's hardly moving. It's unbelievable. I mean, if this was any other snake right now, it'd be taking off across the garden. But it's enjoying the sun, so it's just going to sit here and it's not going to move. And this is where the problem is. They love footpaths. So unfortunately in the rural areas, chances of getting to a hospital on time before you have to have a limb amputated or something like that is usually pretty slim. So you end up losing a few fingers or a few toes, and sometimes a foot, sometimes a leg, because of the nasty effects of the venom. So anyways, we're just lucky we have got hospitals here where they do actually keep the anti-venom for these. So we're actually quite lucky in that department. Yeah, so anyways. So this is our puff adder. You know, one of the scariest snakes in Africa, they reckon. One of the laziest snakes in Africa, but the fastest striking snake in the world. Isn't that fantastic? So anyways, you can see it's just enjoying the sun, not moving much. It thinks it's blending in. I can't see it. Yeah. So anyways, let's put this away, and then I think what I'll do is yeah, we'll play with stripe. Here's the wrinkles, and that's also a proudly South African snake. It's not a cobra and it's not a mamba. So let's put this, oops, doesn't want to go in the bucket. Okay. There we go, it's back in the bucket. Let's hope you behave. Let's just put a lid on so you don't bite anybody. I'm going to go put this one away.